Did anyone else read Gaston Leroux's Phantom of the Opera and get to the scene where Raoul and Christine are dressed in domino costumes and think of this? Because I did. Hi, I'm Jessica. I have a series of romance novels retelling the Phantom of the Opera. The first one's out now, and I wanted to talk about one of the fun historical details that I've gotten into in my research, and that is what a domino costume really was. As much as I love to envision Raoul dressed like this at the masquerade, that wasn't what a domino costume meant in the 19th century. Both Raoul and Christine's costumes for the masquerade probably looked a lot more like this. The domino was a kind of cloak and half mask that was worn at masquerades all throughout the 19th and 18th centuries when they were very popular. It's sort of like a go-to costume you could easily pick up. Sort of like the 19th, 18th century equivalent of like the ghost face costume almost. This is an example from the 18th century. These were these big cloaks that could accommodate the big dresses people wore, and they usually would have a half mask. They originated in Carnival and all the masquerades that were popular in Europe. And so that kind of costume and mask would be popular at the Paris opera masquerades, like the one you see in this painting here. What I think Eric is wearing here in this original cover of Phantom would kind of be considered a domino mask, but he doesn't have the cape. Again, I don't know if this is Eric because he has a nose. It does remind me of the costume used in Amadeus, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, so I have to shout it out. How did the word domino go from meaning this to this? Well, the word domino, referring to a hooded cape, goes back to the 18th century or so. It comes from the Latin dominus, which just means master. The term domino was used for a hooded cape from a master way before it was used to refer to these tiles. And the fun thing is, no one knows why these tiles, which were probably imported from China, started being called dominoes, maybe from the black and white colors. But similar to the way we cannot pinpoint the history of playing cards, which also probably came from China, we can't pinpoint the history of dominoes or the name. So it's kind of a mystery. But yes, Raoul and Christine were probably dressed like this. But it is so much more fun imagining them dressed like this. Let me know if you have more questions about Phantom of the Opera or about my book. I'm happy to answer them, and I love talking to you guys, so thank you. He's just so happy. I love it.